Hi there. So today I'm going to be planting these various plants here. I got them at different places. So we'll start out with this tiny quick fire hydrangea. And I got this at Cherry Valley Gardens. They're having 25% off the entire store and then 40% off trees, which I don't really need any trees, but I was like, well, let me go in and see because I still have like a ton of gift card money there that I've been like saving for something special. I still have to get a rose from my Texas friend, so I've been looking at them when I go in there, but I'm like debating on which one I want to get. I might want to get another climbing rose for my trellis. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still thinking about it. It takes me a long time to decide, but anyway, I thought I could put this tiny quick fire up in the lane where I have sort of a boggy, wet area that kind of floods and I can't get anything to grow properly in there. So right now I just have some annuals that I've stuck in there, and I know hydrangeas really love a lot of water. So I thought I would try this and keep an eye on it. If it doesn't do well, then I'll obviously have to move it, but I thought it couldn't hurt to try it, and then if I really like it, then I can get a couple more. But this one is really cool because it only gets 1.5 to 3, I think, 1.5 to 3 feet tall, 2 to 3 feet wide. So it should stay pretty nice for a border and take up that whole section. But like I said, I just want to try this one, and if it does okay, then I'll probably go back and get 2 more just to see how it does. Probably not till next year. I want to give it like the rest of this summer, the fall, see how it comes back in the spring, and I don't know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. It's kind of a trial and error section over there. And then I got this little guy. This is a variegated Brunnera that I got off of a roadside shop for $7. I thought that was a pretty good deal. A lot of plants right now, you guys, are like 10, 11, 12, 13 bucks, and then if you get the proven winner one, it's like 15 bucks and more for like a gallon size. So anything like around 6, 7, 8 bucks I think is a pretty good deal, and I've been looking for this one for a long time. I bought 3 of them last year or the year before on clearance. I think it was 2 years ago on clearance at Countryside Greenhouse, and I love them. They've become my favorite Brunnera because I just love the color of the leaf. So I have them way down in the back, so this one I'm going to try to get closer up here in the gully, but it doesn't look like sun at all, so I got to keep it in the shade. But here's the tag on that one. Then I got these off of a different wagon. This was off of my work wagon, and I got these for $4 a piece, which again I thought was an amazing deal because it's proven winner. You bought this like at any garden center, it'd be like 14, 15 bucks. It's crazy. But this one is called Color Coated Frankly Scarlet, from the Color Coated Echinacea series. I thought I put this somewhere down in the gully. I've got this section that doesn't really grow stuff very good, and I'm planning eventually to put a American flag pole in there. But around it, I am kind of just observing my different plants, and the coneflower does really good down there. So I thought I would get some more coneflower and just chuck it in there. Again, these are only $4 off of my work wagon, so I thought it was a steal. I got 3 of them. And then off of the same wagon that I got that Brunnera, I got this Joe Pye weed, and I've been wanting to try this. I thought this is just a really beautiful plant. The foliage and the bloom, and just structurally, and I know like the butterflies love it. So this is called Joe Pye weed Euphorbia ruby. And again, I thought I would try this down in this little section that doesn't really grow things very good. So we'll see. This is a pretty hardy plant. It's a native here. We've got it like everywhere. So I'm assuming it will do okay. I'm hoping. So these are the 4 different plants that I'm going to be planting today. So let's go. This is the area in here that I haven't been able to in the past get things to grow, I've actually planted a couple of different trees right here. I planted a bloodgood maple. That didn't survive. Then I planted a patio peach tree. That didn't survive. And I planted something else, and it just didn't survive. And I also had some hydrangeas in here. They were the tough stuff hydrangeas. I think I had one there, and there. And another issue with this area is, which actually this could be the ultimate main issue, that certain things don't grow well in here, is this is called chipmunk crossings. Right here, that sign says chipmunk crossings. I got a cute little chipmunk right here. But the chipmunks literally, and I literally just seen one run through here, but they cross in through here, and they have like some tunneling system all under these plants, and they go down into the ground. They tunnel up through this hill over here, and there's holes in the hill where they do this huge round circle. They collect nuts and just do this circle where I believe they're storing nuts underneath this little section here. And so I don't know if that's why stuff hasn't been growing well. I'm not really sure. Oh, there's one right there. See that? Oh, there he goes. Yeah, he's up to something. Hi, bud. What you doing? I'm surprised he's not squeaking at me. But anyway, yeah, they come and cross right through here and literally come right across here. They go and do things, I don't know. And then somehow they get underneath here, and here, I'll show you the hole. There's actually a couple different holes now. Yeah, right here. So they tunnel up through that hole. And then there's another hole somewhere in here. I can't find it right now. But anyway, I've noticed, as you can see, there are plants that do really well in here. Like the phlox, that's doing great. The coneflower's doing really great. I actually moved those wee white hydrangeas. They were over in this area where the chipmunks dig, and that's the best they've ever done. Okay, so I've only moved them over just a little bit, and they've done a lot better. These plants are doing really great, the phlox and the coneflower. So, oh, there goes another chipmunk. Right now, they're digging in here. So this huge dirt spot right here, they've dug a tunnel. One just went in there. And I don't know what they're doing, probably collecting nuts. But anyway, I want to get those plants in there because I feel like the coneflowers are doing really well. Let's see here. We could just put one here. Oh, there's poison ivy I gotta grab. And then maybe one here. And you know what I should do? I should get some more coneflower and get some more like white and put some white in there. So I'll save these for over here. We'll get some red there. And these are just annuals, so I'll put red there. And then maybe I'll look for some white coneflower, or white flax would even be really cool too, that I could put in here. And then let's place the Joe Pye weed. Let's see, what do we think? We could put him over here. That cuss is going to take up that spot. Maybe I'll put it right here because I've got a Brunnera that's kind of struggling right here. Here, I'll show you. Okay, so we've got one there, one there, and then I'll look for something like white or a different color to put in here, because I think that Price's white coneflower looks really cool. I was thinking about putting Joe Pyeweed right there because I have a Brunnera right there that gets, I think, a little bit too much sun, so maybe that will help protect it a little bit from the sun. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, that's pretty. I think that will work good. All right, let's get those planted. Yeah, this little guy is suffering a little. I had a big hydrangea in here, and it gave it a little bit of coverage, but now that I took it out, moved it up to the lane, which those hydrangeas actually are doing a lot better up in the lane. And anyway, I moved it up in the lane, and now this Brunnera is suffering a little bit. Go a little lower. Here we go. Better. Keep the tag in there until I memorize it. Euphoria Ruby. I'm gonna get some water on that because it was pretty dry. We've had a lot of big rainstorms lately. I'm gonna throw some fertilizer on it. I usually don't fertilize that much just because I try to buy plants that don't really need a lot of fertilizer. But usually when I plant something for the first time, I'll throw a little on there. So that'll do. Some more water. That'll be good. Okay, we'll move. Now I did plant some Gumbrina in here. These little tiny green plants are annual Gumbrina. I can't remember what they're called, but I bought them from Lizzie at the nursery this spring, and I don't know, about 2 days later the bunny came in and ate them clean off. But they are starting to grow back. That was before I knew that I had bunny issues out here this year. Otherwise I would have, oh, there's a giant chipmunk hole right there. Yeah, otherwise I would have put the liquid fence on. I was going to tell you guys, I usually use liquid fence for a deer and rabbit repellent, the powder version, and I was at the nursery and I seen that this other one was on sale, and I'm blanking on what it is, but I have a bag of it in there right now. And I thought, oh, that one's on sale, I'll buy that one. Nope, never again. The liquid fence works way better for me than this new one I bought. It's terrible. I don't think it works hardly at all. Like, it works, but only for like a day or two, and then you have to keep reapplying it. The liquid fence powder that I get, it lasts for like a couple of weeks. It's pretty crazy. So anyway, sometimes cheap isn't the way to go. Yeah, these are the little Gumbrinas. Okay. I'm hoping that hosta grows up nice and big too. I transplanted that this spring. The hosta seem to do really well in here. The euphorbia are doing good in here. Those are just annuals, unfortunately. I've tried perennial euphorbia before. My mom has this really pretty one in her yard, and it's a higher zone. I think it's like zone 5 or something, and it doesn't work in my yard. My mom's yard, it does amazing. Well, that was easy. I kind of just want this area to be chocked full of really pretty perennials. The nice thing about the coneflower is they reseed themselves everywhere, so they're a nice bang for your buck. I'll even dig up the little volunteer shoots, like here's one right here. I could dig that up and put it somewhere. Spread them around. There we go. Alright, we will get a little fertilizer on them. This is just a bag of fertilizer that Lizzie gave me last year. I'm still kind of working my way through it, since I don't use it very much. Let's get that other one. It is thick and muggy out here today. And I didn't bring a hair tie or a hat. I should go grab one. Alright, so let's get the other 2 plants planted. tag on that says part shade to shade. And so I really need to keep it kind of from like here down is part shade to shade, I would say. Everything from kind of there up gets a little bit more than, well, it gets probably part shade to full sun, anywhere from in there. Once the sun comes up from over those trees. It is morning time right now. So I was thinking they might look really pretty in front of these Halcyon hosta. I've had these Halcyon hosta in here for years, and if I got 2 more of those Brunnera, I could put like one there, one there, and one there, and kind of maybe even wrap them all the way around in front of here. I think that would be really pretty. So I'll have to keep my eye out for more. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna plop one on the end and see what it looks like. And if I think it does really good, I'll probably get more of them and wrap it. I could always split this one, but it's not that big and there's no reason for me to split it right now. I'd rather just have a nice size one right here, see how it does, and if I want more, I can buy more. The garden centers here pretty quick are gonna have sales going on, and so I'll just be sure to keep my eye out for some good sales. Oh, something smells like a dead animal over here. Ugh. Look at this soil, it's so good. I think this will be a really pretty color contrast to that just straight blue hosta leaf. And then maybe I could like throw in impatiens or something next year. Next spring I could got some impatiens. Actually, I did plant impatiens in here, and some of them are still here. Some of them got eaten by the bunnies. Forgot about that. There, I think that'll look really nice, and like I said, we'll continue it if I think it does well in there. I should actually go check the ones I planted down there and see if those could be split. But they've only been in there since last fall, so probably not. But I am going to check it just in case. We'll see. Brunnera does really well in this area. It actually like volunteers. I've got a few that are volunteer here. There's one back there, and then I actually dug one up in the spring and put it in that planter, and it's gotten really decent size since I planted it. So I think it will really like this area. Just for fun, let's go down and look at my other variegated Brunnera and see if they can be split. I don't know. These almost look like they're getting a little bit too much sun too. I wonder if I should just move those. I don't think I want to split them. I think it's just been really hot lately, and so they've been struggling to stay nice, but we'll leave them there. I don't think they're big enough to split yet. Look at this. The raccoon knocks that over. Isn't that crazy? He does it about, I don't know, once every few weeks. He'll knock that down. All right, well, that's pretty much it for today. Maybe we'll come back on another day and I'll get these things planted. I've got some geranium, epimedium, and then I don't know what this was. I don't have this in my garden yet. Hydrangea. So we'll get that planted some. That's a shady plant. But yeah, that's pretty much all for today. I have to get back inside and get to work. Oh, someone was asking me if the autumn frost hosta blooms. It does. It just blooms a little bit later, and it has this light purple bloom on it. So yes, it does bloom. Not very many. It will just throw up maybe like 4 or 5 here and there. But yes, it does bloom. So this is what we kind of ended up with. I'll keep my eye out for some more of these because I think it'll look really pretty in here and brighten this area up. Got the variegated Brunnera right there. Here's the other ones that volunteered. That little guy volunteered. He volunteered. And this one volunteered too, and it was super tiny. That one was probably about the size of that when I planted it in that pot, and it's grown quite a bit. I'm gonna leave it in there and see if it overwinters. I'm nervous because I don't want to lose it, so I don't know, I might change my mind, but that's there for now. In here we got the Joe Pye weed. I'm hoping it does really well here. We will see. And again, I'm hoping it kind of gives that Jack Frost a little bit of shade. So we've had so much heat and sun lately. Here's the coneflower, one of them. And then we got the other 2 coneflowers in there. Like I said, I'll probably look out for some more white or yellow or, I don't know, purple, some other type of color that I can put in here to break up all the pinks and reds. And then let's go up to, oh, I gotta show you guys something that looks really pretty. We'll look at the hydrangea, but look at my Echinacea. Isn't that pretty? This is that yellow flower there. It's called Echinacea, and it's almost like a really nice ground cover. I've got 3 plants in here. Or no, I think I bought 5 of them. They were tiny little 4-inch pots, but I think they look really good up next to that Holy Grail hibiscus. But anyway, I think I might, should I get more of it and keep going? That might be cool. I'll think about it. Okay, let's go up and see the tiny quick fire. So this is the tiny quick fire. We'll see how it does here in the boggy area, and if I do like it, I'll put 2 more of them in here where I have those temporary annuals. We'll just kind of make a little strip of them like that. So we'll just observe that one too and see how it does. Isn't that pretty? Alrighty, that's it. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who poked on the movie and watched me plant these things in my garden. It's so hot out here. Holy cow. Anyway, sometimes this is like one of the funnest, I know that's not a word, but one of the more fun things to do in my garden is to plant things in kind of weird spots where I've had a little bit of struggle go on, and just like see what works and see what doesn't. A lot of my garden, as you can see, stuff flourishes. It does great. I don't really have to worry about it. Like I said, I don't do a lot of fertilizing. I really don't do a lot of watering. It just kind of takes care of itself, and those are the types of plants that I, through the years, have discovered that I want to plant in my garden. So I tend to stay away from the plants that need a ton of fuss. But with that said, there are areas in my garden that, for whatever reason, things struggle, whether it's super boggy area or a really dry area, or there's lots of roots in there, or we've got chipmunks that are tunneling. Whatever the reason may be, it's kind of fun for me to figure it out, because when I do find that one plant that does really well, like I'm looking at all these coneflowers over the years that have just stayed tried and true in this area against all the other stuff that just has fizzled away. or even like I'm looking at the wee white hydrangeas. You guys, I almost gave up on those wee white hydrangeas several times. I was just like, wah wah. Not too impressed. But all I did was move them over about, I don't know, 4 feet to the left, and they're doing really great. So that makes me feel so good that I tried something new. I just dug them up, moved them over a little bit, and now they're doing really awesome. And it gives you a lot of encouragement in these areas. It's like gives you like a little glimpse of hope. So if you find that plant that does really well and a lot of other plants don't, like it's okay to just plant that one plant in there and see how it does. So I know that the coneflower and the phlox and the hosta do really well in this area. They're kind of a no fuss plant for me here, and so that's what I will from here on out try to stick to. But anyway, I don't know if any of that made sense, but I'm gonna go inside and cool off, and hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow.